So we are very lucky. And people who understand English, they are also very lucky because 400 books are there in English, original books. There's more than lifetime task to listen his lecture or read his books. You cannot finish his books. I've been reading since 40 years, listening to him daily, on daily basis. And still 25% books I have not been able to listen or read. Every day I listen a few hours. But still 20-25% book I have not been able to. And I don't think my death is coming nearer, but his books are still, 200 books are still there which I have not read. So you cannot exhaust it. And the same book is so full of meaning that if you read after meditation, after the meditation camp and after some, when you are relaxed, when you are positive, when you are happy, you will draw more meaning out of that book. It depends upon your receptivity, how much you can receive. So friends, we are very fortunate that we have a real enlightened master who is God realized. And not only realized, he is ready to help, extend his hand to help us. He is a bodhisattva who is ready to help us. And not only ready to help us, he don't put any condition for being his disciple. To being a disciple was not an easy thing. In the East, if you want to be initiated by a master, the minimum period you have to wait is 12 years. A real master will not initiate you by just filling a form. You have to serve the ashram, clean the floors, fetch the water, and wait for at least 12 years. That was the minimum waiting period. Before joining Osho, I have been in many ashrams, Ramakrishna ashram. I requested for initiation. And they told me that you have to remain celibate for 12 years and work in the ashram, whatever work we ask you to do, and then wait. Then after 12 years you will decide whether you are worthy of initiation or not. Same discipline is still prevailing in Ramakrishna ashram, in ISKCON, in Yogananda ashram. Same rule still prevails. But Osho is an exceptionally compassionate master who is ready to initiate anybody who just fill up a form, even half-heartedly. He is fully ready to accept you. Maybe you are half-heartedly ready to accept him as a master, but he is fully ready to accept you as a disciple. So that way we are very fortunate. You will never have been in the whole past of humanity such a compassionate guru. But we are so blind that we don't see these things, and what we don't thank him for this gift. And we are so ungrateful that we never feel gratitude for his gifts. Anything which is available without much effort, we don't have to pay any price. We forget the value of it. The same thing is with his sannyas. His sannyas is so easily available that we never feel a gratitude for that. And it is such a gift. You become a part of a Buddha field. By becoming a disciple, you become a part of a Buddha field. It's like a marriage, a spiritual marriage. Suppose you marry a rich person. The moment you marry, you inherit all his richness. You become part of. It becomes your right in all his wealth. Similarly, when you become married spiritually to a master, you have a right over all his spiritual wealth, jewel. It becomes yours. That's why enlightened master does not accept disciples so easily. They test. They ask them to wait. They make a lot of examination. You pass through the examination, then only they allow you to come closer. Osho has a great compassion and extraordinary, courageous master. Never before humanity has known anybody who has so much courage, so much confidence. I've lived with Osho in many of his communes, and I've seen him how full of confidence he is. He never cared what others' opinion is about him. He was so confident in his decision, in his understanding, that he never cared what world thinks about him. He never had any consideration whether you criticize him or you praise him. It doesn't make any difference. He was so clear about himself. So friend, it is a great fortune. We should thank existence for giving us such a powerful enlightened master who is ready to extend his helping hand to anybody who is willing to become his disciple. But you will have to create a space within to receive his grace. If you take a small spoon and go near the ocean, even if ocean wants to give you the whole water, you cannot take more than one spoon because you have a spoon in your hand. If you have a cup in your hand, you can take a cup of water. If you have a big bucket, you can take one bucket of water from river. But it depends upon your receptivity. So Osho is ready, he is an ocean, he is oceanic. That's the meaning of Osho, man of oceanic consciousness. And he is ready to give you the whole ocean. But our cups are very small. We cannot take much. And we are very scared, even in taking, even in receiving. We cannot give. That can be understood, that we are very miser in giving. But also we are very miser in receiving. That's my experience. That people are so afraid, scared. That even if you go near the enlightened master, you can't take, because you don't want to change. The fear of transformation, fear of change is there. Everybody is scared of change. We have nothing except misery, frustration, failure. But we are so attached to our failures and misery and frustration that we don't want to live it. So there is a fear of change in every heart. Nobody wants to change. And Master wants to give you a new life. As he said yesterday, he is not interested in forming you. He is interested in creating a new you in you, a new man, a new woman, a new humanity.